like to call to order the Utility Service Board for the City of Lawrence on this, the 11th day of April 2023. We have 3 members present in person and 1 by internet, and so we do have a quorum. And our first order of business would be the minutes of our regular meeting of March 28, 2023. Those were sent out to the members for their review by email. I would entertain a motion that we approve the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, we will vote. Dave?
Aye.
Zach?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
I vote aye as well, so those are approved. The next order of business be the payment of claims. The claims were sent out to members by email for their review, and I would entertain a motion that we approve the payment of the claims.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion regarding any of the claims? If not, we will vote. Dave?
Aye.
Zach?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
And I vote aye as well, so those are approved. Report of our utility superintendent. Scott.
Good evening, everyone. So to get started, I guess I'll mention we do have a couple of account adjustments on the agenda tonight. And we have one at 7946 Ashton Drive and one at 4631 North Richard. And the staff has reviewed both of those and recommends approval. So we are seeking tonight approval of change order number 4 on our contract B Phase 2 water system improvements project. Change order 4 increases the project total by $13,200, and that is the cost of an inserter valve that we need to install in the system in order to get better control of our water distribution system. And it also includes extending the substantial completion date by 50 days to May 20th, 2023. So I do want to note that by extending the substantial completion date, in talks with the contractor, we are not changing the final completion date. So all that did is brought the substantial completion and final completion dates closer together. So we do recommend approval of that change order. Also tonight, we're seeking approval of an easement for part of our Fort Harrison Sanitary Sewer Improvements Project. This is an easement with the Harrison Ford property. After we've had discussions with them and meetings and went over that, then they are happy with the easement arrangements. As you can see, they've signed the easement agreement. They're just waiting on our signature to help move that project forward. So we do recommend approval on that. Also on the agenda for approval is a final release of claims with a Mr. Perot on 4550 Zeller. So this was related to a sanitary sewer issue that occurred during the water main replacement project that took place on Zeller, Maple, and Wallingwood Drives. So as you can see in the explanation there was a problem that came up. This release is a no fault, no liability release. We're not admitting any fault on our part. However, the contractor also holds the same position. In order to get this resolved, first of all, the customer had to hire a plumber, obviously, to come out and fix the problem. And so we're seeking to reimburse him that cost because it did happen out in the street. And so in talking to the contractor on numerous occasions and our engineering inspector firm, we decided to mutually pay this off. So the contractor is paying half of this and then we're paying the other half. So you'll see that it's $25,374. We're only paying about $12,500 of that. And the contractor is paying the other half. It'll be deducted from their retainage at the end of the project. So we do recommend approval of that as well. So contractors nearing the end on our 2022 sanitary main and manhole rehab project. So far, we're still within budget. Although we have had a couple of additions, we still got a manhole that is yet to go in. And so we'll see where we end up after we get the final adjustment of quantities. The Phase 2 Contract B water main replacement is proceeding well. They're actually working on Rich Hart now, and I believe most of the work is done on Woodcroft and Elmhurst Drives, and quite a bit done on 46th Street as well. So they are moving along pretty well, and we do look for them to be done this summer with everything. The one thing I do want to mention is that during the course of this project, when they were working on Franklin Road, the Parks Department, we asked them to let our contractor store materials in the parking lot there, especially on the south end of the community road parking lot. And so with all that equipment running in and out of there, storage of pipe and materials, hydrants, valves, and all that kind of stuff, it did kind of accelerate and make the condition of that parking lot worse. So when Eric Martin, the Parks Director, approached us about helping to offset costs to repair that parking lot, we agreed to do that. So we're paying for $29,000 worth of asphalt. And so that's coming out of our capital, and I believe that is something that we should do in exchange for their cooperating with us as far as helping to stage materials and equipment. I do want to mention too that the city has applied for CCMG Community Crossings Matching Grant to pave Franklin Road. And so everybody feels pretty confident that the city is going to get that grant. However, should they not be awarded the grant, because of all and I don't know if any of you have been up and down Franklin Road recently, but we have
big patches.
We have made holes all over that road. So if the city does not get the grant, and that Franklin Road needs to be done this year, and it will be done, but the city would be looking to us to contribute, and we haven't discussed any final amounts yet, but looking to help offset those costs if they don't get the grant. So I would think it would behoove us to participate there as well, and certainly our capital fund can afford to do so. So, and we'll have more on that. We should actually hear whether the city got that grant probably by the end of this month. And so that's pretty much all I have for tonight, and I'd be glad to take any questions.
Have any questions for Scott at this point? So, well, thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
And not, we will move on.
I'm sorry, I do have one question. If the grant is approved, I know you said that you would like to do Franklin Road this year.
Yeah, well, the city engineer, that's their responsibility.
Do you have an idea of when?
I believe that if they get the grant and get things moving, that road should be completely done by the fall. Probably August, September timeframe in there.
Anything further? Okay. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
We do not have any unfinished business this evening. Under new business, I would entertain a motion that we approve change order number 4 from J.G. Case Construction, Inc. to increase the Phase 2 Contract B Water Main Improvement Project by $13,200.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? If not, we will vote. Dave?
Aye.
Zach?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
I vote aye as well, so that is unanimously approved. Item number 2, I would entertain a motion for approval of exclusive sanitary sewer utility easement across property owned by Aris and Ford Properties LLC. Motion
Moved.
Second.
been moved and seconded. Any discussion regarding that item? If not, we will vote. Dave?
Aye.
Zach?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
I vote aye as well, so that is approved. Item number 3, I would entertain a motion for approval of release and settlement of all claims for claimant Daniel Parat. The motion
So moved.
Second.
been moved and seconded. Any discussion or questions regarding that item? If not, we will vote. Dave?
Aye.
Zach?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
I vote aye as well, so that's unanimously approved. Moving on to our agenda, we have account adjustments. I would entertain a motion that we approve sanitary sewer adjustment at 7946 Ashton Drive for $703.85 due to a service line leak.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, we will vote. Dave?
Aye.
Zach?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. That is approved. Next, I would entertain a motion for approval of a sanitary sewer adjustment at 4631 North Richard Avenue for $838.76 due to a service line leak.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, we will vote. Dave?
Aye.
Zach?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. That is approved. We do not have any remonstration or ratepayer dispute regarding disconnect notice. We do not have anyone present for citizens' comments. I would entertain a motion. We adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Dave?
Aye.
Zach?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
I vote aye as well. We are adjourned. Thank you all for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you all.